Okay, let me do one last lesson here for you guys for the future when you get wind.
Okay.
The tighter the loop is, the better it penetrates the wind, right? And how do we get a tight loop? Tight loops are formed, all loops are formed by the amount of arc in the fly rod, okay? So if I go from here to here, I'm gonna have a big, loose, open loop. But if I go from here to here, I have a tight loop and it goes into the wind. And notice also that you can have a tight loop way up in the air here like this, and then the wind gets it. I can bring it low, I can bring it up a little bit, and I'm using the same arc in the rod. I'm just tilting that arc, you know, from here to back here. So you want to tilt, most of the time you want to tilt your arc more forward so that it finishes right over the water like that with a tight loop. So less movement of the rod overall. Certainly don't take your rod all the way down on the final cast, because that opens up the arc, which opens up the loop, which means that the
like that?
yeah. And remember also, principle one, George's principle one, tip down, slack out when you take the line off the water. Tip down, slack out, okay? And if you can't get the slack out and you don't have too much wind, then roll cast it, then pick it up, then throw it. Good job. See how much better that was?
Yes.
Of course, the wind was helping you out there too. There should be a fish right in here. Hit that center of that, yeah, right there. Stop. Oh, you got one. Good. A good fish too. Good fish.
Woohoo!
Don't go upstream if you can help it, because I see another fish in there. And yeah, keep him, if he wants to go under the bank, then slant your rod and keep him pulled out. And you can, if you want, let him go down here. Okay.
Wow.
Awesome.
Yeah! Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
How's it feel with that three-weight?
Go on, buddy.
Oh.
I can't even get him in the net.
Oh my
Turn
gosh,
his head this
that
way a
is
little
huge.
bit. Turn his head this way. Come on, buddy. On a two-weight, we can't turn his head
do you
on
have
a
it on the
two-way.
two?
Oh, three-way. Okay, here we go. Now keep sliding him. Slide
There
him.
we go.
Slide him. Okay, there we go.
Oh my gosh.
Awesome.
That is so pretty.
That's nice. You want to let him go? Or you want me to do it? Doesn't matter. You can let him go.
Is that a huge bug floating in the water right there? By his, just down from where he was casting.
It looks like a dragonfly, doesn't it? Okay, both of you
Yeah.
are trying to cast fairly high out in front to be delicate. And when we have wind, when you leave the cast pretty high up, it affects the cast more and moves it more. So in these situations where you're feeling quite a bit of wind, you want to just stop that cast low, real low, and even splash the dry fly down. Even splash the dry fly down. So it would look like, you know, it would look like that as opposed to leaving it up in the air like that and drifting. Yeah. So I noticed both of you are doing that. The other thing, if you noticed on the last cast, you were, this thing goes back that way. And so you were trying to mend the situation out of there. If instead of trying to mend, you throw it up and then you just reach and take all of that slack off of that hole, you know, I'm just I'm just reaching out there and keeping that line off of that hole rather than every time you mend with line here like this, it brings the fly back over this way out of the place where you wanted it to be. So work on that. We call that, I don't know, watching the drift and line control. But you know, a lot of times you don't have to mend that thing. There are a lot of people that have gotten in the habit of the first thing they do, as soon as that fly hits the water, they automatically mend. And that's a bad habit to get into, especially the smaller the stream you're in. You want, you know, that fish is gonna a lot of times hit within the first, I mean, instantaneously almost. And if you've already mended it, you pulled that fly away from it. So, you know, throw it in there and just see what happens. See what happens to things. Okay, that's fine. No mans.
What's that?
No mans. Okay, try this one. This one you can see a little bit better. That's where the fish are going to be if they're going to be right there. Whoa.
Oh. Oh. Ooh, it's another good one.
Kind of boring in there, isn't he? Is he a whitefish or is he a rainbow? Rainbow. You're the rainbow king.